So we've covered that Season 10 will be the biggest update to ever hit the Sea of Thieves. But what we haven't covered is what Season 10 will look like and how it can be implemented next year alongside all the new mechanics it will realistically bring. If you haven't seen part 1, there'll be a link in the description, pinned comment and top right corner now. And if you do go on to enjoy this video, then please do consider leaving a like, it really helps the channel out an absolute ton, and subscribe for more Sea of Thieves content and to stay up to date with all the latest news as and when it comes out. And while you're at it, why not hit the bell as well so you never miss a single upload. I think the biggest thing to look at when evaluating what an update will look like that is big, in today's words, is to look at the structure of previously big updates. For example, we'll take a look at the Forsaken Shores, Haunted Shores, Heart of Fire, Ships of Fortune, A Pirate's Life, and the Anniversary update. Starting with Forsaken Shores, this update added a few key things. A new region, of course. This will classify under explorative PvE mechanics, as it also introduced new Devil's Roar voyages and loot. They also introduced new ways to PvP with the new weather type, and finally they introduced narrative with the story of the Forsaken Shores Alliance. We got PvP, explorative PvE, and narrative content. Let's take a look at another example, Haunted Shores. We got explorative PvE content with the Order of Souls voyages, PvP with the world event, and narrative with it being Flameheart and everything surrounding him and his dialogue. Another, Heart of Fire. The PvP was Blunderbombs and Chainshots. Explorative PvE was the new Athena's run of Thieves Haven with all the new Athena loot, and the narrative was Sea of Thieves, Heart of Fire. Ships of Fortune, PvP was the Reaper's Bones and Arena 2.0 with reviving across all modes. Explorative PvE was Emissaries and the level caps being raised with new cosmetics, and the narrative was the development of the Reaper's hideout. A Pirate's Life then, it was of course mainly centered around narrative, but we still did get new enemies in the world and Tridents of Dark Tides, which were PvP, and PvE Explorative were the new Siren Gems. The Anniversary then, the bigger one. PvP was the Arena and the Sea Dogs. PvE Explorative was the Hunter's Call and all the quality of life updates like hunting, cooking, fishing, collector's chests and harpoons to name a few. And of course the narrative was Sea of Thieves Shores of Gold, the first ever tall tale set and campaign to hit Sea of Thieves. I could go on and on with every single one of these seasons, they all follow the same structure. All Sea of Thieves updates are split into PvP, explorative PvE and narrative. Let's start designing then. The explorative PvE content for Season 10 I believe will have to be some sort of new region. There are two different theories which I can't actually decide between, and all of these theories revolve around the tribute peak of the Heart of Fire novel, which I mentioned in my previous part to this. Therefore, there will be Heart of Fire spoilers ahead. They're not major, I'll be talking about a location in it, however if you don't want to know there'll be a timestamp on screen now, so you can skip to the next segment of the video. Everyone left who wants to leave? Alright, now the killjoys are gone, it's just us. The Heart of Fire novel revolves around two crews racing to find an ancient weapon, capable of defeating Flameheart once and for all. The crew of the Morning Star find this weapon in the Sea of the Damned after a long quest. The place where it resides, however, is an ancient outpost, a memory of the ancient civilization. This location I believe we'll be seeing very soon in the Sea of Thieves. It's pretty clear we're going to be seeing an ancient era of the story almost, as prior updates are introducing them more and more. And the Sirens prize releasing on Thursday is also set to have something to do with them. They're coming alright. The first theory is that through hype, which I'll cover in a second, the Sea of the Damned will be our next region expansion. A Hunter's Cry could have very well been a test to see how multiplayer works in these new servers. The ancient civilization's outpost could be the outpost in the Sea of the Damned. This has narrative flaws though, with us questioning what the islands will be and from whose memories. The second theory though, is just like Flameheart brought his sea forts through from the Sea of the Damned, the Pirate Lord through some story development brings that outpost through to the world, and inadvertently other Sea of Thieves islands from the ancient era. This would be really cool as it would almost be like a mimic region, but what it was in ancient times. On the outpost in both theories would be ancients, and it would be how they're fully introduced to the Sea of Thieves, being on the side of the Pirate Lord wanting to help take down Flameheart once and for all. There is a flaw with this idea however as well, and it's the same problem that all new regions have, server size. The more world they add, the more space there is. The technical limitations are that they can't have more than 6 ships per server, unless they're magicians, so size is a problem. It's why the first theory is gameplay more likely, as it can be instanced but narratively it doesn't work. Another option is them adding something outside of the Sea of Thieves, but I don't know. The main takeaway is that the Ancients will be coming to Sea of Thieves, and I am 110% confident we'll be seeing the Ancient Outpost in-game very, very soon. Going back to our update structure, the rest of the pieces fall into place with these two theories. We'll introduce tall tales that either take down Flamerheart or significantly progress the story. In some sense, the tall tales could actually introduce the Ancients and their outpost, with the rest of the tales in the arc starting on the island. That'd be really cool, and something that they've never done, locking a region until you've participated in the tale that unlocks it. Then again, this can be done with adventures prior to the update. The PvP elements would be the same as Forsaken Shores. New region, new voyages, loot, and that means PvP opportunities. I could go on and on about this update, but I'm just here to outline the base mechanics. The region's function falls in line with a video I did designing a similar region. It's a really interesting video, so that'll be linked in the description, pinned comment, and top right now as well. Let's cover the final question. How will they do this? The build-up of the update will be months in advance. The mystery may even tie into it. Adventures will build up over a series of arcs, and world development will be in full swing. Then, on the eve of the update, I believe there's a possibility that something Sea of Thieves has never done before will happen. Live events. As much hate as Fortnite gets, you have got to respect their live events and map development. At the end of most seasons, they've had these events which everyone has been excited for, and they have always delivered, which is awesome. Imagine if Sea of Thieves applied the same concept. Let's say the Pirate Lord was bringing the Ancients through. He'd be on an island somewhere, and his dialogue would reflect what's going to happen. On the day, it would be a bit like a server-wide tall tale. Characters talking, massive VFX, music, the whole deal. They could add some gameplay into it with us pirates having to do something to help. Then we'd watch in awe as the two worlds collide before a giant shockwave that knocks us unconscious, where the server downtime will begin. I've said it since launch, Sea of Thieves would benefit so much from live events. Now then, this could all be complete and utter rubbish. My theories could be incorrect, and will continue on this path for years to come. But something has got to happen. A relaunch to version 3.0 will be coming at its 5-year anniversary, or E3. I'm confident of it. Rare will have to have something up their sleeves, they always do. A big update they're working on for Season 10. As a player that has played the game since launch, made hundreds of videos on it, and followed everything to do with it, I can safely say I'm not stabbing in the dark. I genuinely believe that the biggest season and update to Sea of Thieves ever will be coming soon as we prepare for the golden age of piracy and a new era for Sea of Thieves. Except, there's something more, something missing from all of this. I've covered Sea of Thieves lore and how they could do it, but with the community vastly expecting a certain Captain Hook in the next crossover, I think we'll have to give that its own video. Join me for part 3, the final part of this mini-series, as we cover the new Disney film Peter Pan and Wendy releasing in 2023, recap the vast amounts of evidence to confirm a crossover with this magical universe, and how this may be more likely than anything I've covered in this entire video. But until then, this is me signing off, so I want to thank you guys a ton for watching, especially for watching part 1 as well. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you at the next one.